attended it for last 10-15 minutes. Sir was explaining the concepts of WordSheet so nicely. So I hope you have enjoyed it a lot. Now, today we have with us my colleague Sri Konishka Debarma, who is a technical assistant, and by education he is an engineer in electronics and communication department, and he has got experience in taking up this. A part of his time he has invested in taking up this office automation classes for quite long time, for 1.5 year. So I just thought to use his expertise also. So I will be equally participating in the in this. So both of us will be trying to give you some additional special features on advanced features on Word and Excel. But before that, sir, Sonirbo sir, shall I discuss a little bit on cyber security? Because I can understand last 1.5 hours, maybe they were just looking into the screen on this Excel and Word, and they may be tired. So instead of presenting anything, shall I just go on discussing some tips on cyber security for 10 minutes?
Sure,
And then
sure,
maybe,
sure, no problem.
and then maybe they will feel a little bit of relaxed, and then we can start again with Word and Excel.
Yes, I also welcome Sri Kanishka Depurma, your colleague, to this session. So thank you for being part of us. So you can start with the cybersecurity, and then your team can take up the advances of Word and
Yes, yes.
spreadsheet.
I will also be participating in that Word and Excel. Whatever the topics I'm a bit comfortable, I'll be explaining out of my experience, and then Konishko has prepared some 2-3 topics, so he will be just brushing through them very minutely.
Yes, yes, that
So
will be great.
fine, sir. Thank you, sir. So we started yesterday with cyber security, and our target was afternoon. We were thinking 1 hour will be too big for our friends because they have been concentrating from the morning. But we were excited to extend it up to 1.5 hours. So briefly to come up what we explained yesterday and what I'm going to add today. Yesterday we have understood that we should be very careful while securing our devices physically. Also, we should be in addition to have a high-end computer or desktop or laptop or mobile or maybe tablet, we should always be sure whatever the software that we are installing. First software that comes into picture is the operating system, so the operating system should be genuine. Second thing, we told that the antivirus should be also be installed if required, and both of them should be updated regularly. The next thing we were discussing is the browser security. So in browser security, we should be sure that we are using some, if we are using some confidential communications or some sensitive things, then it is better to, and if you are using somebody else's system, it is better to use the private mode or the incognito mode, so that none of the your browsing histories remain stored and your passwords get stored. Suggestion is you can use your Chrome, log in into your Chrome with your username, password, and go on using, but never forget to log out of the same. It's better that you don't save your password for everything in the browser. There can be some less important profiles where even if you keep the password and it gets compromised, you don't have too much of loss at the end of the day. These kind of passwords you can go on saving, but sensitive, confidential, which are financial things, you should not be logging. Keep the logs, like the password should not be saved. That is the suggestion. Next thing that we were discussing was password. So password, here I would like to add on today a little bit more. Today we have so many different platforms. We have Facebook, we have online banking accounts, 2-3 accounts of a person. We have income tax department, we have insurance, we have shopping, we have different kind of email IDs, professional, personal, so many logins we have always, right? And normally what we try to do, we try to keep 1 or 2 passwords and just try to share it among all the different platforms. So the suggestion here is, whenever it is a sensitive profile, for example your professional mail ID and official mail ID and your personal mail ID, wherein all your banking informations are coming in and out. These email IDs, passwords, you should be very careful in designing, in defining, and you should not keep the same password for others. For example, going into Facebook, going into another email ID which is of less important, or the login ID of Amazon, Flipkart, Myntra. First of all your logins, all your profiles, you try to jot it down in a paper that which one you want to make as the highest sensitivity, mid-level sensitivity, and low-level sensitivity. My suggestion out of my experience and whatever I have studied, I will suggest that keep 3 different sets of passwords or 5 different sets of passwords for different logins. One. Second thing, in today's date, we are using Yono app, we are using GPay, we are using Paytm, we are using PhonePe, so many different financial transaction platforms we are using. So whenever you are using them, there is something called PIN. There is also a PIN for your ATM card. Don't keep your ATM PIN card PIN with the same PIN, because PIN is very, very important. Sometimes we keep a PIN number same for everything, even to log into your mobile, even to your different ATM cards, debit cards, credit cards, and the same PIN number for your UPI accounts. No, there also you should have different pins for different profiles. Okay, second thing is, this is the second thing. Third thing is, whenever you are keeping the pin, once you are getting the first pin, nowadays it is not coming that way. Previous days the pin used to come in a packet. This is the first pin, you go. Sometimes you can carry on with the same pin, or you may give a new pin. I still know there are some people, maybe even my uncle, aunt, they are using the same pin number which was provided to them by the bank. So the suggestion is, if that is the, if they, you have a default pin at the beginning, immediately change the pin before using. Now the pin number should, it is very easy to remember a pin of 4 digit or 6 digit if it is your birthday, or maybe your sister's birthday, brother's birthday, daughter's birthday, father's birthday. So these kind of numbers for PIN is not advisable. So again, the same statement goes as I told yesterday. While setting the password or PIN, I will add today, or PIN, it should not be very easy. Suppose if you know me, Niladri Das, you know my date of birth, so you can easily predict what is my PIN number. Okay, you will say that no, Niladri will set a PIN which is the date of birth of his daughter, or his brother, or his sister, or his mother. No, Niladri Das should not be keeping any PIN or any password which gives a clue to the intruders from his or her personal life information. As I told yesterday, if I follow one student today standing at an age of 22 years, if I have a long-term plan of affecting him, I can challenge him after 25 years, because in these 25 years, slowly and slowly, I will be keeping different personal informations, and there are different attacks through which we can find out easily within 2 days or 3 days your passwords or PIN. So suggestion is, try to understand, this is a very cumbersome process. This is a very painful process in today's date to remember passwords and pins. I am 100% sure 75% of friends, we are here today, we are facing this problem. If we are not using a password or pin again and again for quite long time, we always forget it, right? So once you forget it, there is always an option to retrieve it. Don't think about that we will forget it, so we should keep it the easy one. Try to understand this cyber world and this internet world and these facilities in last 1 decade has changed the behavior and our activities of mankind to many folds. So there will be definitely some loopholes in the process, and the first loophole is the users, they should be knowing how to safeguard themselves. So the first responsibility comes, you should be very careful how you set your password and how you save your password, or how you remember your password. Now the next thing comes, how to remember password. We have so many accounts. It is your responsibility to remember it. People will suggest that you write down on a paper, keep it in your almirah. वो लाल डायरी होता था ना, डॉन मूवी में हमने देखा था, लाल डायरी निकालो, सब कुछ निकल जाता है डॉन का. ऐसा मत करो. Don't write it out. Yes, even if you're writing, you write some clues. Maybe the first character, maybe how many characters are there, you can give some dots or some dash, some kind of clues you keep, so that with the same clue you can remember. For example, suppose somebody kept 1 2 3 4 as the pin. Fine. So if you directly write 1 2 3 4 in your paper, if I can get your paper, I will go and I will steal money from your account. So there you keep some formulas, like the first letter, first character, I will add 3 with it. So it becomes 1 plus 3, 4. Second character, I deduct 3. So 5 minus 3, 2 or 2 minus 3, something like that. You try to remember your own formula. You have to remember. Another solution is there are some applications available in the market wherein you can save your usernames and passwords. I will suggest don't do it, because you never know जहां पे आप रख रहे हो वो ही चोर है, ऐसा भी हो सकता है. So what my suggestion is, वहां पे आप वो ऐप यूज करो, but उस ऐप में भी आप ओरिजिनल पासवर्ड मत रखो. You keep some clues of your password. This way you can actually keep yourself safe. At this moment, nobody can say that this is the best way to preserve a password, but you should think. All of us are adult enough, all of us are smart enough, we should know how to keep our password. Okay? One. Second thing, you have a very close friend of yours whom you have given the password. You know that he is a very genuine friend of yours. But how can you be sure that this friend who is writing your password or saving your password, his device will not be compromised down the line? So that's what we were telling yesterday. In Facebook, you are keeping yourself safe, but through a very close friend of yours, you will be cheated down the line. How? रात को 11 बजे वहां से एक मैसेज आएगा कि भाई मैं फंस गया, तू मुझे 5,000 दे दे, तुम 5,000 दे दोगे. So these are different ways you should look into. We have, see, one way is a lot of our time is being saved because we are sitting at home, we are communicating with friends, we are booking tickets, we are booking hospital beds, we are purchasing the things, we are doing our studies. So if so much of time has been saved in your life, what you have to do, you have to invest a little bit more out of your free time that you got in preserving yourself towards the safety. That is your point. There is a website called infosecawareness.in, which is from Ministry of Electronics and IT, Government of India. They always gives new informations and tips every day. So my suggestion as being a part of this ministry is, you please can follow this website, infosecawareness.in. Sorry, you will get a lot of inputs from that particular website. If you follow it for throughout a year, or you may just go through it for 10 days in a year, you will be getting a lot of knowledge out of it. This is a suggestion. This is one part I was talking about. The second part is saving your data. How can we save our data? We have confidential data. So nowadays, what has happened, people are uploading all their photos and everything in Facebook. Now, if you ask your friend, or even if I ask my friends, a lot of my friends who are standing at an age between 35 to 50 years, I sometimes ask, okay, that was your 10th anniversary, or that was the first birthday of your child. So where have you kept your photographs? Maximum of them immediately reply, I have uploaded in Facebook, it is there in Facebook. How can you remain sure that Facebook, your server, wherever they are keeping, it will not be destroyed tomorrow morning? Are you paying anything to Facebook to save your data? No. Are you paying anything to Facebook? See, I don't have any grudges against Facebook. I am using this name Facebook, but I am trying to tell you, they have got enough security measures. but you cannot be sure that your documents or if your photographs, everything will be secured tomorrow morning. There is no guarantee and warranty from their part. Yes, they are trying their best, they are the best in the world, they have the big facilities, but still try to understand it is not possible. Now the second thing, where do I store? So I will be storing, somebody will say that, sir, I will be keeping it in a pen drive. Tomorrow morning, the pen drive may not work. Somebody will say that, sir, I'll be dumping it into a hard disk. Tomorrow morning, that hard disk may not work. Somebody will say that, sir, I'll be using Google Drive. Now, the next question is, do you have an agreement with Google Drive about the safety and security? No, you don't have a commitment. They don't have a commitment. We are utilizing their space. They have told that we will be protecting you as much as we can. Yes, we have faith on them. But is it safe? Whether my confidentiality is there? No. So what is the next thing? The next thing is, yes, we cannot rely on any electronic device. We have to go to cloud. One example is SkyDrive or Google Drive or iCloud. These are the stores, but try to understand these are private stores. One suggestion can be, if you get somewhere a space in the cloud where you are being charged 100 rupees, 200 rupees, 300 rupees, 500 rupees, I personally feel it is a little bit more safe as compared to the free space, because at least you are paying something to them, they have got an agreement with you, they will try to support. What we are doing in government sector, I'm telling you, we are getting huge support from NIC. Being a sister concern, being an organization under the same ministry, what they are planning to design a huge database, a huge cloud, wherein each of the officials will be getting some space. So our official documents can be stored there. I'm keeping so many, I'm working for nearly, it's almost 10, 11 years. I have got so many documents. Even I joined in 2010. I have documents even from 2010. Where am I dumping? I'm dumping them in my official server, and few of the things I'm dumping in Google Drive. Yes, I'm also doing, but which are very, very confidential, like vigilance cases or the disciplinary cases, or maybe the promotional cases or the EPAs, or maybe the purchase things, I'm not keeping in Google Drive. I'm dumping in my own server. But still, I'm not sure tomorrow morning our server, which is around 50 lakhs or 1 crore, that may also not work tomorrow morning. So what we are doing, we have kept multiple copies of the same. So this is the way we are trying to support ourselves, save ourselves. So friends, I think we have discussed in social media how we can keep ourselves secured. We have also been talking about ethics that you should be following while using Facebook. Like don't unnecessarily upload anything in the Facebook. Don't unnecessarily comment anything on the Facebook, like, dislike, share. Try to understand that previous days when we were not having Facebook, if I have done a mistake or I have done something nonsense, it remains the evident only to maybe 10, 15, 20 or 100 people around me. But in today's date, your one activity in social media is evident to crores of people. So be very cautious what you are doing. Maximum of our friends here in this workshop are college students. You are very vulnerable group of people. Try to understand. And one more thing, sharing images, videos over internet is the next challenging thing for the cyber security world or the cyber forensic world, because so many nonsense things are happening through video calls and all these things. So be very sensitive, be very sure. You never know on the other side the person with whom you are sharing what will happen. I have due respect to your friends. I'm not telling that your friends will be doing nonsense to you or try to harm you, but you are never sure that how effectively and efficiently and sensibly and smartly he or she is managing his or her device. That is the challenge. You are sure that this particular photograph or this particular document or this particular voice record will not be stolen from your hand, will not be compromised by from your device, because you are keeping your device updated and secured, but you never know with whom you have shared what has happened to the same. So we should be very careful and sensitive. I'm not presenting anything. I just thought to discuss whatever is there in my mind. because instead of presenting, I'm just sharing my understanding and knowledge, what I have a little bit. This I have seen because I have been working with cybersecurity for quite some time. We have a good team, and recently for one and a half years and 2 years, I'm associated with our cyber forensic lab. So we have seen, I've undergone a different kind of training. So there are lots we can discuss, but I'm just telling you what are the problems, what are the issues. So we have gone through different cases also. We have seen that a photograph was sent to the friend's mobile, and the friend's mobile was compromised, and then this was circulated in the social media, and the first person whose photograph was circulated, he or she committed suicide. So these are the extreme things which are happening, and our friends, who maximum of us who are here as listeners, I can sense the maximum of us are students group. So we should understand we are a vulnerable group of people at this moment. So we should be very careful. One more thing, if you have your parents at home who are using mobile phones and these mobiles are connected to bank accounts, the suggestion is immediately you see that their phone is having a lock, physical, not that lock. No, if it is a smartphone, there definitely there is a lock pattern or lock or pin code, because all your OTPs will be coming to your that mobile. Actually this one and a half years back, I suddenly realized one fine morning that my father is using a smartphone, but my mother was not using a smartphone, and she was not willing to use a smartphone, as she was thinking that it is very tough to use. So suddenly I was thinking my mother's bank account is related to this particular mobile phone, and this mobile phone can be opened by anybody. If it is kept unnoticed on a table, somebody can come and just see. And suppose I'm telling an example, suppose पास में कोई है जो अच्छा नहीं है, हमारा कोई नेबर है वो अच्छा नहीं है, तो उन लोगों को पता चल गया कि आज मैं नहीं हूं घर में, तो लोग आ गए, आके बोले मौसी जी क्या कर रहे हो, ये वो मैं एक फोन कॉल करूंगा आपका. Maybe some time back he has taken the photograph of my mother's debit card, तो फोटोग्राफ उसके पास है, वो किसी को दे दिया, भाई तू वहां पे पंच कर, जो ओटीपी आएगा मैं आंटी से लेकर तुमको दे दूंगा. तो आके बोलेगा कि आंटी मेरा फोन काम नहीं कर रहा, आपका फोन थोड़ा देंगे, मैं कॉल करूंगा. तो मेरा मम्मी क्या करेगा, वी स्टैंडिंग एट एन एज ऑफ 60+, शी विल गिव, हाँ बेटा करो करो करो, मैं तुम्हारे लिए चाय बना के लाता हूँ. तो चाय बना लेके गया, और वहां पे 3-4 मिनट में उसका ओटीपी आ गया, वो ओटीपी ट्रांसफर कर दिया, आके चाय वाय पी के चला गया. सो दिस कैन आल्सो हैपन. सो वी शुड बी वेरी केयरफुल दैट particularly our elders who are using mobile phones which are connected to bank, their phones should be secured and saved with some kind of pin. This is a recent observation. There are so many cases which has happened. सो बैंक का हो गया, पासवर्ड का हो गया, सोशल मीडिया का हो गया. ड्राइव का आप लोग सोचिएगा कि आपके जो इंपॉर्टेंट डॉक्यूमेंट्स है, फोटोग्राफ्स है, वो आप कहाँ पे रखेंगे. द डिफरेंट काइंड्स ऑफ सोशल मीडिया प्लेटफॉर्म्स, दीज आर नॉट सेफ एट ऑल टू कीप योर फोटोज, बिकॉज ट्राई टू अंडरस्टैंड द फर्स्ट बर्थडे ऑफ माई डॉटर we have celebrated. I want to present it when she will be getting married, when she will be passing out his master's or graduation. That will be my gift, maybe after 25 years. So if I don't save that photograph carefully in today's date and I lose it, I'll be losing a precious thing of my life, right? So we should be as what is happening in today's date. हम लोग फोटो क्लिक करते, उसमें से 1% फोटो भी हम लोग आजकल प्रिंट नहीं करते, सारे डिजिटल फॉर्मेट में पड़ा हुआ है हमारे सिस्टम में. So we should understand that there should be a way to save it. Fine. So this is what additionally we have taken almost half an hour. Now we can go to our main discussion. Anything you want to ask on this social media platform or security or forensic things? Anything? Any queries? Okay, fine. So I think, sir, we can go move to the next section. We will not be taking much because I believe, and I have gone through Word and a spreadsheet has been explained to you very nicely by other respected speakers. So we have got a few things. If you are saturated, then we will not continue. If you again want to go ahead, then we have something more into store for you. You can tell. Now the plan is 15 minutes on Word and 15 minutes on Excel. Okay. So the first thing in Word is 2-3 things we have today planned. We will be discussing how to secure a Word file or a Excel file with a password. I'm not sure whether that was covered. Anybody from the listeners, anybody, this is covered? Password, how to protect give a password into a Word file and Excel file? Otherwise, we will show it to you. Anybody? Okay, fine. Next, we are planning, like if you are working in a teamwork, normally what happens, I write something on a paper, I give it to my colleague does a little bit of changes, and then he gives it back to me. So in Word, there is a concept called review mode. If you use a review mode, suppose I being a junior, or maybe a part of a team, I write a document which is suppose a project proposal. Now this project proposal, I give it to my peer colleague, and I distribute it to 5-6 different people. So what I do, I ask them to keep the review mode on. If they keep the review mode on, then whatever the changes they do, it gets reflected. So this is what we are going to discuss. Then mail merge. And Konishko has got 2-3 more things too. So let me start with that review and password, and then Konishko will start with the mail merge thing. Okay.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Konishko, let me do one thing. Let me start with that review, right? And
Okay,
then
sir.
maybe you can come to mail merge and password.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. Suppose this is a document which we were, it is open in my screen. My screen is visible to all. Anybody, please?
Yes, sir. It's visible.
Okay.
Sir.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. So this is it was just open in my system, so I just thought to open it. So suppose this is a document which we have opened. Now I'm giving it to my friend to change it. So the name of it is capacity building of farmers, women, artisans, and weavers. So suppose my friend wants to do a change. So what he will do? He will go to review, and he will keep track changes on, and suppose he will delete this. So he has deleted it, and you see changes are happening. A few seconds ago, deleted. This was deleted. Okay, and suppose I'm adding orphans. I added. So this is coming in red. This means this has been added. Okay. So suppose I want to strike through. I don't want to give it that way. Suppose this is again women, artisans. So I can use this strike through. So this also gets reflected. So here it is written Microsoft Office user. So what we can do while using Microsoft Office package, we can give a name to our system. Whoever suppose I'm giving Niladri, so it will come Niladri. A few seconds ago has changed it, and then you can save it, and then you can send it to your colleague, and your colleague will see, Acha, Niladri has done these changes which is reflecting. Now what will happen? Now if you right click and if you accept, suppose the original person who has designed this paragraph, he wants to accept this change. So what he can do? He can accept. So once you accept, this comment will go off. This is another change. So this also I reject. If I say I reject, so it gets deleted. So once it goes back to the original person, it remains in his end whether the changes which have been proposed by another user, whether he or she wants to continue with it. So this is a small concept on review. So what is the thing? You create a file, you go to review, and you keep your track changes. Once you make it off, any more changes that you do, it will not be reflected. Suppose I do this change, now it is not reflected. I write it, it is not reflected because I have stopped this track changing. And what I if I keep it on, then these track changes will be reflecting here. So the best part here is, if somebody is doing the change, if it is 1,000 page note, or maybe 100 page note, it sometimes becomes very difficult to tell the person that मैंने soft copy में वहाँ change किया. It is very easy once you take a printed copy and then you mark it with a pencil or red pen, black pen, blue pen. But if it is a soft copy, whenever you do some changes, the other person may not notice the change. So this is an important feature of review. This is one. Second thing, you go to file, okay. I will suggest this the next two things. Konishko, you can just tell them you have got 10 minutes of time for Word. Within these 10 minutes, whatever important you feel, you can show it to them, and then we will go into Excel. And then if we get time or our friends are not tired and oversaturated, then we will go ahead with few more options. So now I will request Konishko to give his presentation on password protection and mail merge and other few things which he has installed. Over to Konishko.
Thank you, sir. So it's been a so nice session till now. So we'll be starting from the MS Word. I hope I'm audible to everyone.
Yes, audible. You can open your screen, share your screen.
Okay. So is this screen showing to everyone's screen right now?
Yes, visible.
All right. So I'll be showing you the drop caps. So these are some important features I prepared for you. I think these are not shown before, so it might be interesting for you. So first, these are some paragraphs over here. I have pasted from the Google. It's something about the NAILIT Agartala, right? So now what I'll do, I'll put a drop cap over here. So what is the drop cap actually? You will get to see. First, what I'll do, I'll select all the paragraph by pressing Ctrl A. I believe these things, this shortcut keys has been shown to you, right? So first, while what we have done, we have selected the whole document by pressing Ctrl A, and then you go to the press on the insert key, and there you will see the drop cap option over there, right? So if you click on it, there you see the options are visible here. So you can press any option. Now you see the first alphabet of the paragraph.
The first alphabet is capitalized, right? So this is the drop cap actually. Got it? Now next is, now suppose you see here the lots of sentences are written over here. Now suppose if you want to change, and if you want to change any word from this sentence, suppose you want to change this Tripura. Got it? So what we'll do, I'll just replace the Tripura with another state's name. Got it? So what are the options? What are the steps are to be? You will just press Control H. Once you press the Control H option, there a pop-up will be shown on your screen. Okay, this is the dialog box as well as. Okay, fine. So here you see the find word option. Here you have typed Tripura. You can type any other words also if you want to change those words. Got it? So in which state I am replaced with? I am trying to replace it with another state's name. Okay, let's say just Karnataka. Okay, Karnataka. So that the option is visible that replace all. Once you press here, all the Tripura words will be replaced by the Karnataka. Got it? So I'm just clicking on the replace all. Here you see we made 8 replacement. which means there were Tripura word were 8 times over there. Okay. Now, once I click on the yes, all the words will be replaced by the Karnataka. Got it? So now you see the Tripura word has been changed by the Karnataka. We have seen in the movie like Three Idiots, there it was saying that Chamatkar ban gaya balatkar and all, right? So this is how they have done that one. You see, wherever the Karnataka sentence is been placed, this was earlier in this place, it was Tripura. Now you want to change any other options or any other words from the given table or the given paragraph, you can change it. My another topic would be the mail march. Okay, so for the mail march, I have prepared a format. So the format will be. Can anybody please tell me the format is visible?
Yes, yes, visible.
So I have prepared this format for the mail march. So these are some options over here. I have written the name, roll number, course, pin number, contact. This is something important. You must know these options. I mean, you must learn this thing. So what we'll do, we'll just click on the mailing tab. This is the mailing tab over here. You click here. Got it? Once you click here, the options will be changed. Now you see some options are visible in the left side and some options are not visible in the right side. From the middle, it is not visible. Got it? Once you press, it will not be pressed because these options are not visible. So what we'll do, we'll just click here. There is an option called select recipients. Right? You just click here. There will be 3 options will be visible. The first option is the type in new list. Once you click here, there will be a dialog box appearing on your screen. The name of this dialog box is called the new address list, right? So what are the options are visible here? You see title, first name, last name, company name, address line 1. There are lots of options are there. Once you drag it to the right side, you will see the number of options are there. So what you will do, see, in our format, there is just few options are there like name, roll number, course, pin, and contact number. But in this dialog box, there are the number of options which are not required for our format, right? Let's say this title option is not required. Got it? The company name is not required. Address line 1, address line 2, these are not required. So whichever not required, we will try to delete all these options. Got it? So how to delete all these options? The steps are, you see, there are 4 options are there. You have to click on the customize column. Got it? So once you click here, there again a dialog box will be appearing. You see, I have clicked on the customize column and I'll be showing you again. You just see. Once you press on the customize column, there is a dialog box, another dialog box appeared. Now you see all the options, whichever will be visible was here. These all the options are showing here. Now whichever is not important for your format, got it? So you will delete it. In the right side, you will see 3 options: add, delete, rename. Now in our format, there is no title option, right? So I will delete the title option. Got it? So I'm keeping the first name and the last name option because while writing our names, we write our name and the surname. That's why the last name has been kept. Now the company name is not required for the format of our format because in our format it was like name, roll number, course, pin number, and contact. Got it? So I'm just deleting the unnecessary options from there. You see, company name is not required, so I'm deleting. And address line 1 also not required. Address line 2 also not required. Done. Now, what we'll do, there is a city option over here. Now, if you want to delete it, you can delete. Got it? But if you want to change the name of the city, okay. So what we'll do, we'll click here on the rename option. Once you click on the rename option, you can change the city name into the course. See, in our format, it is written as course, right? So I'm trying to rename it. So the options are, you have to click on the city option and then click on rename. Got it? And then you see a pop-up visible here. You just remove the city option and then type course. Okay. There's the course and then click on OK. See, the city name has been changed to the course, right? There's the state option is not there in our format, so I'm deleting this. Zip code. Zip code can be again renamed by pin number. Okay, so I'm just renaming it by pin number because in our format it's a pin number over there. So I'm just removing it. The pin number, country and region is not required. So I'm deleting it again. So home phone is not required. Work phone also not required. Email address also not required. Done. Now you see in the format there are 4 options were there: name, roll number, course, and pin number. So pin number has been till pin number option I have made, but the contact option is not there. I mean in the format the contact option is there, but I have not prepared a contact option over there. So what I'll do, I'll click on the add option over here. Just above the delete option there is the add option, right? So you just click here. So there you can type contact. After you clicking on the contact, see there is a contact option over there. Once you click on the OK, there are all the options which you have prepared. This will be showing here. Got it? For now, you have to prepare 2-3 names for the format. So I'll just if you if you want to make more numbers of the entries, you just click on the new entry, right? So I'm for now I'm preparing 3 names. It can be like just Kobe. Last name will be, I'm just keeping it dash. Course name, it can be like computer course. It can be any name, it can be MA, BA, whatever, BTech, whatever. Okay. So pin number I'm just keeping it randomly 799001. Contact number can be anything. Just making the name randomly. You can try it. We're keeping the course name at CCC. Okay. The pin number is 799021. So I'm preparing just 2 names over here, or if you wish, you can make more number of lists. There can be hundreds of lists. You can make now hundreds of lists, thousands of lists. So I'm just clicking on the OK option. So once you press on OK, there's an option for the save address list. You have to save those names list. Okay. So let's say I'm trying to keep it in my desktop. Okay. You have to set the location first, and then set the name list. Let's say I'm keeping the file name KK on my desktop screen, and then you click on save. Before that, I'll show you while we're pressing the mailing option, the options in the right side were not visible, right? So once I click on the save option, these not visible options will be now visible to you. Got it? So once I let me click on the save. Now you see below the mailing options, now all the options whichever the not visible earlier, all the options are visible right now, right? So till now the task has been done, but further we are going to, now what we have to do, now see, there is the option called insert marge field. Got it? So once you click here, only those options will be visible which we have prepared. Got it? So click here and there will be drop down option, the first name, last name, course, pin number, contact. These are the options which we have prepared in that dialog box earlier, right? So we have to click here. Now you see there is the first name option visible here. Now you have to press and space, because there is always a space between name and our surname, right? So I'm keeping a space, and then again you have to click on the insert marge field option and then click on the last name. Got it? So there is a space between the first name and the last name. Otherwise, if you do not press the space, it will show like the Niladri Das or Ravi Das, like that. There will be no space between the name and the surname. That is why I have put a space. Now, by keeping the cursor, now see our cursor is a last line, right? So we have to place our cursor over the right side of the roll number, right? By keeping the cursor, again we have to click on the insert marge field. Got it? So I have not prepared the roll number. Okay, fine. No issue. Now I am clicking on the course name. So again, click on the insert marge field, the course name, done, and click on the pin. Again, insert marge field, the pin number, contact. Click on the insert marge field in the contact. Okay, till now this much has been done. Now you see there is an option called the find recipient. Okay, you can see the 4 options are there, where the 1 is written. There is a 1 option written. But in our list, we have prepared 2 names only, right? So we have to click here. This is the next record option. Clear? Click on it, and then finish and march. There is an option called in the last one. The option is called finish and march. You have to click on it. Once you click here, the 3 options will be shown. You have to click on the first option, which is the edit individual document. Click here. The all. There is 3 options. Suppose there are 10 number of lists are there, 10 number of students list are there. So randomly you want to make the certificate, or you can make this kind of forms from any of the randomly from the middle. Let's say just 20 to 25. Got it? So in that case, you have to click on the form, and then you will type here 20 and to 25. Okay. And so for this one, I am just preparing for the 2 list. So I'm clicking on the all option, and then okay. Now you see the format. It is all automatically had been written. The name, beside the name option, there is a Robidas. Course name is a computer course. Pin number 799001, etc. In the second case, also it is already written. The name has been changed, right? So this is how we prepare that format. This is all about the mail merge option. Now, after preparing this format, I'll go to the next topic. That will be our formula. Okay. I'll show you some formulas on the table, how to prepare the table and how to make the formulas.
So this was almost like mail merge also, right, Punish?
Yes, sir. That was the mail merge, and now I'm supposed to show the formulas regarding the Word, MS Word, and the some.
That you can make it fast. We don't have much time.
Yes, sir.
If the participants permit, we will continue. So you can show the this one, the password and this table, and then maybe few tips on Excel.
Okay, sir. Okay, before that, just let me show you just the last one thing. I'll show you the hyperlink. This is so important thing. Okay, so hyperlink. What is the hyperlink? Hyperlink is some link over there. I will be placing some link over there. Once you click here, it will automatically open the website, right? So the steps are like you have to click on the insert option. There is a link option in some office some Microsoft versions. There will be hyperlink option will be there. So you have to click on it. There is the address over there. You will have to put the address. Okay. So I have opened the Tripura Tourism website over here. So I'm just copying it. This is the website. I have pasted here. Okay. Once you click here, it will not open the page. So you have to click on the control. Then the pointer will become a finger or hand shape. Right. Once you click here, it will automatically open the website, Tripura Tourism website. Now you will see this is the Tripura Tourism website. It will be opening. Is it visible to everyone, the Tripura Tourism website? Is it visible? Okay, now let me show how to protect our MS Word. This is something very important we have to discuss. So this is my MS Word. Is it visible now?
Yes, yes.
Okay. Now, how to set the password in our MS Word format, right? For that, you have to click on the file. There is a file option in our left top. Okay, click on the file option. There the number of options are there. There is the info tab over there. Okay, you have to click on the info tab. Now you see in the top there is 3 options. I mean, in the left side there are 3 options. In the top there is a protect document. You have to click on it. And then encrypt with password. Click here and then set a password. Anything. You have to re-enter the password and then click on OK. Done. Now I'm closing this Windows page. So this is how we save, right? So once I open again the password, that MS Word, now it will show, it will ask the password. Now you see there is a password asking, so we have to put the password. So this is all about the MS Word. I will move to the Microsoft Excel. So is it visible, the Microsoft Excel page?
Yes. Yes.
So okay, I have prepared this page. So I'm pretty sure some formulas have been shown to you. So to find out the total of these particular candidates, so you just have to click on the OK. The sum formulas are there, equal to sum, and then select the range like this. You automatically set the range from G9 to J9, right? Then close the bracket and click on enter. It will automatically show the total result over here. So what you have to do, you have to just click here in the corner and then just drop it down. So automatically rest of the total will be also shown here. So this is the formula for the finding out the total. For the average, the formula is like equal to average. And then put the bracket start. And then again you just select the numbers. See, this is the average number of this Mr. Rajiv, right? So you just have to click in the corner and then drop it down. The average number of the rest of the people also shown. Now what I'll do, see, you see there is a category option, right? So I will just make the females visible. I mean, if there is a number of lots of lists are there, so for us it will be some difficulties we may face because we have to find out the females. So there are some options are there so that we can find out the females easily. So how to find out? So for that you have to click this whole thing. You have to select this thing, and then there is an option called the conditional formatting. Right? Click here, and then there is an option called highlight cells rules. Once you click on the highlight cells rules, in the right side it is showing that the text that contains, there is an option called text that contains. You just have to click on here. Okay, there is a category called, so I'm just deleting it here and typing the female. Okay, the right side you will see the red light. You can change the options. See, I'm just changing it. You have to click on the custom format. I make it bold. Done. And the color I'm setting just like let's say I'm just keeping black or red, right? So it can be easily visible now. Once I click on the OK, the female, whichever the female options will be visible here. You see, these are the female, right? Now from the above list, the Bengali, this is the marks scored by the number of the candidates. Okay, from here you can find out the maximum marks, minimum marks, right? So the formula is like equal to, you have to click, you have to select the cell, right? Put equal and then max, and the bracket, and then select the range. This is the range. So particularly I am trying to say is that I am finding out the total marks, I mean the maximum marks of the in Bengali subject, right? Close the bracket, and this is the maximum marks which has been scored by the Rani. Okay. Now once I click on the corner and drag it to the right side, it will show the maximum number in all the other subjects and the total average as well. Similarly, we can find out the minimum number in our list. So the formula is like that. Click on the initial mean. There is a formula called mean, which is the minimum. Again, you have to select the range. Now the minimum is 25. So again, you have to click on it and then take it to the right side. Now you see the minimum marks is shown here. So again, you can log this Excel sheet also. The steps will be the same. Again, what you have to do, you have to click on the file options. Sir, do I have more few times to show some other topics? There are some other options also which I was supposed to show them. Let me show you this. See, the name, category, these things are in the centered, right? So I just want to rotate it in the 45-degree angle. So how to rotate it? So for that, what you have to do, you have to just click on the cell and then click on the format. There is a format option over there. Click on it, and then in the below you will see the format cells option. Click here. The number of options are there. There is an option called the alignment. On the right side you will see a clock type signal is there. You just click, or here you can put the 45. Here is the 45 degree, which is 45 degrees now done. Now once you click OK, the name will be shown in the rotation menu. See, this is the rotate. This is how you can rotate all the names, all the text inside the table. Okay. So here also you can protect your Excel sheet by setting some passwords. So the steps will be again the same. You have to click on the file, and then you have to click on info. There is an option called protect workbook, entry with password. Same. You'll be asking the password. So next time, whenever you open this Excel page, they will ask the password. So only the authentical person will be opened. So I'm just closing it. You have to click on the save option, right? So once you try to open this file, it will ask the password. Now you will see there is a password they are asking. Is it visible?
Yes, visible.
Okay. So this has been open. Now you wish to remove the password. So the steps will be how to remove the password, right? So again, you have to click on the file, click on the info tab, click on the encrypt with password. There the password is set. You have to click here and remove all the passwords, and then you click on OK. So this is how you remove the passwords. So is it okay? So is this session was knowledgeable to you? If you have any queries, you can ask. Me and Nilati sir will be giving the answers. If there is any questions, you can ask.
Any questions, friends?
Any questions? You have Kanishka sir and Niladji sir.